Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to give you a quick review run through of my main rifle I use for the majority of the airsoft games I play. The gun I use is a CM16 Raider 2.0. It is not the L version, it's the standard version. Yeah, let's go through it. Let's see my general honestly thoughts about this gun. So the reason I actually chose this gun as being my first rifle, well, I did actually use it as my first rental gun when I started going to an airsoft site. They had the standard CM16 Raider. To be fair, I didn't like the aesthetic look of it. It didn't suit my needs. I mean, it shoots the same as this gun, but I just didn't like the little triangle sight bit at the front. It just obscured what I wanted to do. It didn't look nice for me. It just wasn't pleasing. So I went for this one. I think it was the second time I played. I automatically grabbed this one and I wanted it ever since. So when I grabbed it, I loved the look of it. I love the feel of it. It felt good in my hands. It fired nice. It looked the part. I like things to look cool. That's my kind of bugbear. I mean, everybody does. And yeah, I generally liked it. So I went and purchased one from my local airsoft shop, and haven't looked back since. As you can see, I have added some, scope, hand stop, torch to it. I'll go over those in a minute. But yeah, what can I say? I don't really have any drawbacks of the gun, really. The only thing I would say is the magazine that actually came with it has feeding issues. It's wind it fully, it just has feeding issues. So I used one of the metal kind of standard high cap mags that I got from my local airsoft site, and don't have any issues. I do use this for CQB as well. I find it extremely good. I find it very easy to run, tight corners, everything. It's fun. Yeah, so yeah, it's a very, very good gun. Just some small technical specs about the rifle. It comes with a M-LOK rail. I personally have no experience on any other rail, Keymod being one of them, but I find this very easy to use. Obviously there's two bolts that you put in any other item and you just turn and it locks in place. The battery, as with most airsoft rifles AEGs, is actually in the stock. It is a nickel battery, fits in quite nicely in the back here. Obviously you take this bit off, pops in and fits just down the side and one in the middle. I've charged it fully, lasts all day, I've had no issues. The mag release, there is one on the right side, just a button here, but there is also one on the left side, just a button here, comes out quite nicely. The charging handle is fully movable, so it pops out, exposes the hop up. When you pull back, is just in there. So I've kept mine as standard out of the box. I've had no issues. I've always hit my target with it. What I'll do now is go into the little kind of add-ons I have. So torch, red dot, and hand stop. And yeah, see what my thoughts about those and where I got them from. So the first item I actually purchased for this was this King Scope red dot. I purchased this off Amazon. It was really cheap. I didn't want anything too in your face. It looked nice, it was aesthetically pleasing, it does the job. It's got 5 brightness settings on there in red or green, 3 settings for how you actually want the dot to look like, and it hasn't fought with me at all. I use it in CQB mainly. It's just to kind of, just so I can line up my shots better a little bit. So yeah, that is the first item I actually brought. The second item I purchased was just a lens protector. Obviously you need one of these on every gun you have if you have a scope. I mean, okay, the scope might be cheap, but it stops it cracking, you know, bit of a waste of money. Always definitely get one for sure. This hand stop, I went for this particular one because I like the look of it. When I purchased it, I immediately obviously put it on, very solid, and it just feels comfortable in my hand. Really comfortable. Easier for when I'm obviously lining up shots. You know, it's just comfortable. I just like things being comfortable on my rifle. This again, Amazon, quite cheap. There's a running theme here, you'll probably get that. Torch. It's just a standard torch. No strobing effect, just direct light, quite bright. Again, CQB, perfect for lighting up a target. Again, relatively cheap. Amazon, another one. I think this one was around about £40, so probably the most expensive item I have on my rifle. But I'm glad I purchased it. Does what I need it to do. Okay, people might go for a strobe. To be fair, I don't want to, you know, shock the hell out of my enemy. I just want to blind them. So, you know, so it is quite bright, quite nice, fits well with the look of my rifle. My pressure switch for the torch is on my left. I find it easier to get to. Obviously, when I'm holding the hand stop, it's just easier just to press with my thumb. I've attached it with zip ties, black zip ties. Just gives it, it holds it in place quite nicely, gives it this quite nice kind of rustic look. And yeah, I mean, I've tidied it all up, put the cables in, done it as possible. So yeah, another good buy there. The final thing I purchased was these Magpul mag holders. Again, to be fair, I actually just purchased these for the look of the rifle. When I go out, start playing outside, when God, this COVID-19 business kind of gets out of the way, they'll be easy to pull out my rig. And again, it's just for the aesthetic. I love the look of my rifle. I couldn't be happier. Yeah, it's just like, there's a few more things that I'd like to do to it. But as a first rifle, I couldn't be happier. The way I set it up, obviously, I've got my back's iron sight down and my front up. Just helps my red dot line up to the target quite easily. Yeah, it's just a fun bit of kit for sure. I do like it. One more item I did get, I felt very, well, you know, overwhelming when I got this, is a tracer unit for this, so I can use in CQB. I actually got this on my birthday this year in January from my wonderful wife who purchased this for me. I went and got a load of friends down to my local CQB, the hangar. If you live in Cornwall, do go to the hangar. It is so worth going. And yeah, it's wonderful. Really helps shoot in dark alleys, dark corners. It's wonderful. I love it. What can I say? It's a, excuse me if I say this wrong, Zerotech XT301 MK2. Charges off a USB port. So every time I go to a game, I always charge this the night before. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Probably one of the best birthday presents I got. I can't tell you the price of this one. Obviously it was a birthday present, so you know, you don't ask. So if you know the price, brilliant, recommended, fits perfectly on the rifle. Obviously you take off the flash hider and then you just put this on, and I feel it gives it a nice look. Just completes the look I'm going for. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. So yeah, that is all the little bits and pieces that I've got for this rifle. Obviously, as being my first rifle, I will always keep this one, always try and upgrade it. I am probably looking in the next year to getting something a bit more oomph. Obviously when I get that and I've used it for a few games, I will obviously do a review just to kind of give you my honest thoughts about it. So there you go. So that is my quick run through, small review on my AEG. I would say, like I said earlier, as a first AEG rifle, airsoft rifle, it's ideal. It does the job, it looks the part, it's brilliant. So definitely highly recommended, definitely get one if you are just starting out on airsoft. As I said earlier, I do intend to get something a bit more beefy, but this will always be my go-to, for sure. So I'd like to thank you for sticking with me on my second review. I really do hope you tune in for our next one. Please like, subscribe to the video. Any comments, any questions you want to put down at the bottom, please do so. I'll try my best to answer them. And thanks for your time. See you again. Bye.